So, have you ever heard of what the Skylight Frame is?
No.
So I just found out about this thing called the Skylight Frame. So what it pretty much is it's a picture frame. It's $160, number one. We'll put that out there. So it's a little bit expensive, and it's like one of them electronic picture screen deal things, like for pictures and whatnot.
Yep.
So what you do is a lot of people do it as like gifts to like grandparents or, well, to like, if people have kids, to like their parents, like for pictures and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But so what you do is you set it up, you put it to your Wi-Fi or whatever, and you set up a specific email for that, just that. And you take your pictures and you email them to that, and they appear instantly on that camera. Not that camera, but on that picture frame, wherever they are.
That's cool.
So it's like you give them to like, like let's say we had kids or something, I give one to my mom, and then she gets pictures of the kids whenever. Or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
A lot can go wrong, I think, with it, though.
Yeah.
What if you misclick a photo and next thing you know, it's sent to your whole family around
Yep.
the internet?
That's what I was thinking
That's what I was thinking.
What if you accidentally send a nude out there?
Yeah, or just something you don't want seen. Like, what if I sent a picture, like a video of you just stumbling drunk or something
Right.
to my mom? Like, hey, here you go. Now you just see it in your living room all day.
Right, which we would not want. That's kind of like, that's what's scary about sharing a cloud with your family. Like, there was a movie with Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel. I think that's how you pronounce his last name. That this happened. I can't remember. Maybe it was just called Cloud or something like that.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
You never saw that movie?
Nope, I have not.
I feel like it was called The Cloud. But yeah, like they gifted everyone in their family iPads, and they were all attached to their same cloud, and they wanted to make a sex tape, and it got
I saw this. It got to the whole
uploaded
family,
to the
right?
yeah, it got uploaded to the cloud, so everyone would
remember
have
that now.
access to it.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
That was Jason Segel. I thought it was a dude that did How I Met Your Mother.
that's him.
Oh, that's his last name? That guy?
Seagal. I mean, I don't know how it's pronounced,
Oh.
but I'm pretty sure it's like SEAG.
I just didn't know that was his last name. Yeah, that guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that a long time ago. That was an older movie. But yeah, that's pretty much what could happen. That's all I was thinking about. I was like, it's a cool concept as long as you're being smart about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't get drunk and be like, oh, they would love to see these pictures, and then you click the wrong thing.
Oh no. Or like, what if you? I don't know. I guess you wouldn't really probably buy those for your friends. I was gonna say, what if you wanted to buy one for your friends and then send some to your friends, some to your family? You accidentally send your friend ones to your family, or vice versa. Like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be a terrible idea though to give it to your friends,
But
like
it is
friends that have kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it is a nice gift. I mean, it's cool that you could just have photos playing, wherever, like a digital photo frame. That's pretty much
that's
what it
literally
is.
what it is. It's just now anybody in the world can send you pictures to it. Now think about it that way. What if that email gets leaked to somebody? You know what I mean? If somebody finds that email, and next thing you know, because it's just, all it is just an email address that frame has.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's a secured thing. You just email it to like you would normally email anybody anything.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that. Somebody wants to fuck with you. They find out what the email is. They send bad pictures to whoever's like on the other end of it. I feel like it's just taking time bomb waiting to happen.
So, you know what I just thought would be kind of cool? What if they make a wall one? Aside from all the issues that we are talking about right now, what if they make one where you can put it on the wall and then the picture on the wall changes instead of just this little tablet?
I think you can hang.
How cool would that be? Like one of these size,
Yeah, for $1,000, but.
Well,
But I mean, that one you can hang on the wall. I'm pretty sure it just has like, it's a picture frame basically, and it has like a kickstand. But I think there's ways of you being able to like hang it on your wall somewhere if you wanted to.
what size are they?
Oh, I don't know. It was only one size.
It would be. Oh, I was gonna say it'd be cool if there was like 5x7, 8x10.
No, it's somewhat big. Probably 8x10.
Really?
Like landscape wise, you can put it either way. I think.
Because
It's
that's a
pretty
good
idea,
size.
though. Yeah, it's a pretty good idea. It's nice. It's just there's so much you can go wrong with it. Like you said, what if you sent a nude to your family?
And yeah, and going back to the leaked thing, like how you get those random spam text messages. I
Yeah.
remember once you and I get a nude once from a random number?
I don't know. I remember I apparently from my email sent spam to a bunch of people and it was porn.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Julie gets Julie and Alicio both I think used to get um penis pictures from this random number. And it was apparently happening to a lot of people. So imagine if you have kids and that pops up on the
Yeah.
picture frame.
Yeah. Or like,
So
have
that's
you
a good point.
have you added multiple pictures on Instagram yet? Like on one post?
I did a picture and then a video before.
So you know how when you click that little thing to add multiple ones, that it automatically clicks the first picture in your camera frame?
Yeah, I think so.
You have to go back and unclick it unless you don't want that one posted. Imagine if it does the same. Like, let's say I wanted to send 10 pictures to my mother or something. And then it gives you an option of however you do it. What if it randomly clicked on one of them? I didn't notice. I'm sending 10 of them, and then scrolling nice, us, the animals, stuff we did, and then bam, a nudie or something.
I guess what you might want to do is start having an album in your phone, whereas like every time you take a nice picture, you're like, maybe I want to send this, put it in that album.
But you got drunk or something,
keep
you
'em
fat
separate?
finger it or something, and there you go. I mean, I just feel like it's a good idea, though. Like, it does keep you, I guess, more in touch. Because I think this came out just recently, so somebody probably had the idea through COVID and shit. How can my family get pictures? I mean, just fucking text them to them. It's another simple way. You know?
Well, I think the idea is they probably keep playing on the thing.
Yeah, it's nice, but
So it's kind of cute.
yeah, it's a good way of doing things, but it's just so many issues with it.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, though. But like you said, what if somebody gets a hold of it and it's hacking, and the next thing you know, it's hardcore porn playing on that fucking
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I wonder if there's a way of you being able to, like, take back pictures you sent. Because what if you can't, and then they have to see that picture, go and select it, and then delete it?
Yeah.
Like, I wonder when you... I mean, because if you're emailing it to them, there's no taking back an email. It's like a text. Once you send it, it's gone.
Unless you're able to recall it really fast.
Yeah, or something
Which
like
I
that.
don't even know if Gmail can do.
Maybe... Because all they said was you just emailed it to them. So I don't know if there's, like, a way you can go into an app or something and see the pictures or whatever. Because I'm assuming you could probably decide of, like, rotating images, like you said, or just stay on a single image for 10 seconds. And I'm sure you can change stuff up. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Like if you just want one picture on there.
So they would probably, it'd be best. It should have been an app, I think, and everybody had a login. That's what I would have done. You have that
That's a
app,
good idea.
so it'd be like the Skylight Frame app. You download it, you log in on that device, the frame itself, and everybody has the login, and then you put them into the app. Probably be the better idea, because then at least you could be like, oh shit, before it plays, trying to delete it. You know what I mean? It's only the smart idea, but I think it is a good idea. I mean, $160 is a lot of money for. I mean, it's nice, but at the same time, you can just text the pictures over.
I don't know though. That might be kind of nice. Like I feel like your mom might really like that because you can't send her every single picture. So every all the cute little pictures we take of Marcy or me and you when we're out or Porter, we could just send them on over via that email them immediately.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I kind of like it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. It's just instantly when I saw this, I was like, ooh, bad things can happen.
Yeah.
I instantly went to the bad because, like, even think about it. Like, you send the wrong video and it's just one of us super fucking drunk acting stupid. Like, we don't want that in my mother's living room
Yeah.
playing, you know what I mean? Especially if they have people over, next thing you know, boom, video pops up. It's me stumbling drunk down the stairs or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's just embarrassing. And plus, my mother would be pissed.
Why?
Who wants that? Like, hey, why did you send me, you stupid drunk? Like,
Yeah,
nobody wants
but
to see
I mean, we're young. We drink.
Yeah, but she's also my mother, so motherly instincts kick in, and she's going to be upset.
She got drunk once.
Yeah, it happens.
I think I would like that for here, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, you can give the email to like your friends and shit too.
And I feel like your mom would really like that for her and Steve.
Yeah.
They,
Wait, have it at their house? Or?
Yeah, have their own. And they put their own pictures on there because it rotates the pictures. Your mom loves to take pictures.
Yeah. But then, like, if we got one, then all of our friends that have kids and stuff
Can send us pictures. Yeah.
pod the pictures over.
Which would be super cute.
And then you're going to have friends that are going to mess with you, too, on the pictures. Like, you don't think I'm going to send some really stupid pictures to pop up in these people's houses? Like, dumb memes and shit you think I'm not going to be sending to them? I can text, like, if Camp had one, I can text and be like, yo, go look at the meme I put in your living room real quick. Like, you know what I mean?
He has
Be
kids.
a fun way.
See,
Yeah.
that you're already bad. He has kids.
I mean, I wouldn't do anything bad, but it wouldn't be like a us picture. I could
Yeah,
send
it
something
would be
funny over
It
them.
would be funny.
Yeah.
It would be, you're right.
Yeah. Or, I mean, it's probably a good way to get a hold of somebody, too. Send them a screenshot saying, fucking call me. You're not answering your phone. Look at this. Somebody doesn't have their phone on them. They walk by and it says, hey, call me with my name on it. There you go.
That reminded me of
It's like sending messages in a bottle.
that woof thing from The Office. Where it messages you, faxes you, calls you all at the same
Emails
time.
you.
Woof.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it could be.
Like you send out a text message, email all at the same time.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think it's a good idea, though. I wanted to bring it up for if people didn't hear about it, because it is a good idea. I mean, it's $160, but it's a good gift to give to somebody. People would like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't know how long it's been around, but it was just a couple days ago that I heard about this for the first time. Mm-hmm. And I think it was just because an ad came across on like Facebook or Instagram or something.
Yeah.
Only reason why I heard about it.
I do like that, so write that down for me. Thanks.
What?
To buy for me.
Okay,
For
sure.
our house.
I'll consider it. I would give it as a gift before I think we got one for the house.
Why? Because we never print our pictures. We are so bad at that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why we're saying we, because I would be the only one to print them.
Yeah, you're the one that handles all that, so you're bad at it.
Why do I have to handle that? Why can't you handle that?
Because you're the one that handles all the decorations on the walls in the house.
You know what?
I would have a fucking blue light sign up in the living room, one of those bar signs that lights up if you let me. Like, what are you talking about?
This is literally the perfect segue for what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to bring it back to that episode way back in the beginning when you talked about all the things that you hated about living with me.
Oh,
okay?
So now you're going to talk about me.
So we said, okay, Lily will do this eventually for Lance. So
I'm not ashamed. Remember that. So
This
you're
is-
not going to embarrass me.
this is the perfect segue, so it's what I'll start with. So everything I review, though, everyone can know my list is basically never ending. So I had to just limit myself. Okay, top things that come off my head.
Oh, trust me. That's how my list was. I could write a mile-long scribe as a list
sure.
on the things. Okay?
So
We'll revisit this.
who determined that was my job?
The second you started printing out the pictures in the beginning of this relationship, you started doing it. You started putting them in frames. You just then gave yourself that job.
So you just because I did it once means you never
do it
gonna do
forever.
it.
I don't even know how to do it. Where to go about this? I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I could watch a YouTube video, I guess, and somebody can tell me. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
What does it mean? Okay. Yeah, so this was my point. I feel
What do you
like
mean?
I have to teach you everything. Everything.
You have to teach me everything.
Yes.
Oh, my God. I teach you everything you know, basically.
Okay, no, you teach me really hard stuff like,
Basic stuff.
oh, here, Lily, why don't we come solder this as metal is dripping on my arm? That's the
Yeah.
stuff that you try to teach me.
Well, we had no water in the house, and I needed help. I needed somebody.
It's
to hold
fine.
the
It's
pipe.
just a little bit of melted metal
You'll be
dripping,
okay.
burning my skin. No.
It happened once. You freaked out, and I finished it on my own. I didn't even need the help.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be covered in burns. Your arms, legs, hands, face, every inch of you is basically scarred.
Yeah. But I got the job done. I got water back to the house when the water tank blew up. Flooded our whole basement. That's all I needed to do. I just needed a little bit of help getting that one last joint in.
So
But nonetheless, say to the people, I guess, what it's like living with me.
so I feel like I have to teach you everything that has to do with a house. Like,
I beg your pardon?
we talked about this before with the dishes thing. I feel like I have to teach you to do dishes, and I nonstop teach you how to do dishes.
We do dishes differently. Yours is the wrong way,
Okay.
and you don't teach me.
Regardless, because I've taught
There's more than one technique
got
of
you
doing
10
something.
times.
I'm not doing it your stupid way. I refuse to. You could teach me every single time I do dishes, and I'm not going to listen. I hate the way you do dishes.
Okay.
So you're not teaching it to me. That's your perspective.
What else? How to brush your teeth. I don't know why you don't know how to brush your teeth.
I brush my teeth perfectly fine. I listen. I have the fucking toothbrush that tells me when to switch sides, how much to do. You go for 12 minutes straight, which is really bad for your teeth and your gums.
I don't go for 12 minutes straight.
Lily, You'll start minutes before me. I'll do my 2 minutes that the fucking brush tells me to do, that doctors recommend. That's a recommended amount of time. And you'll
Okay.
still go for minutes afterwards.
Let's admit, though, what part did I have to tell you?
What, to brush my tongue?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't want to fucking get that
So
all the way
weird.
deep down in my throat.
Like, I'm genuinely curious if other people, is there like a portion of the population that don't do this? Like you?
I brushed my tongue partially. You wanted me to get...
You go like this.
I get,
little itty bitty
I get the
tip.
front half.
But
you wanted me to go
gotta get
all the
back
way
there.
into my throat. No.
You got to get back there. You got to get all that stuff.
I have a gag reflex. I can't get all the way back there. I'm going to puke.
You literally have the tiniest mouth. So I understand why you're scared of
Wrong.
it. Your mouth is so tiny. Like, compared to who you are as a man, your mouth is just this itty bitty tiny thing. Like, you can't
It's
even
fine.
fit your mouth around a burger.
Yes, I can.
No.
I don't have the... I'll admit, it is small, but it's not like
Just
what you're
looking
saying.
at it right now, it's just teeny tiny.
It's not as small as you're making it out
It's
to
like
be.
a cartoon mouth. just like a little fish.
No, it is not. It is not like that.
You know
at
it's
all.
true. That's why you're laughing.
No, I admit it's small, but it's not to the extent you're saying.
And
Yeah, I just don't want my toothbrush halfway down my throat.
okay, well, just saying, I had to teach you to do that a little bit farther.
Yeah, I never liked doing that.
The other thing is, like, I feel like there are all these unspoken things, like me having to print out pictures that I do that you never do this stuff. And it's like, why is all of this on my shoulders?
Name more than one thing, and then
Okay.
printing out pictures is that.
Yeah, so
is what you got to do.
printing out the pictures, putting them on the wall. Would you ever think to, let's say, wash the rugs in the bathroom? Or sense, okay, laundry is my job. So,
Yeah, so no, I don't think about those things. It's not my responsibility.
right, okay, laundry's my job. But how come you wouldn't be like, these look a little dirty. Maybe you should throw these in the wash, Lily. Would you ever think about that? Nope.
If they got dirty, yeah.
Do you ever think about things like washing the curtains?
When have you ever washed the curtains in this house? I have not seen you touch one of these curtains since they've been put up.
This just speaks to what you don't notice, or what men don't notice that women do.
You've never took
'Cause-
down them.
Okay. Because we do a lot, and this is literally on my to-do list, wash curtains. And that's what made me think of it. I'm like, that son of a gun would never, ever even think to wash those curtains. Or again, like the rugs, say, hey, you should probably wash these. Spring cleaning, get to it, honey.
You don't think about washing them either.
Okay.
They would have been washed. The ones, especially the ones in the living room, never.
I
been
can
touched.
keep going. Not even washing. Would you ever think to buy a new shower curtain?
Yeah. No, because I even said it back in the day that we needed a new one after we had that one with the pockets in it.
Oh, a new liner. Okay, yeah, perfect. So who went out and bought the liner? Me.
You were already going to Target. It was put on your list. But these are the things too. Why do I need to think about these things if this is what you already do? So if you're already doing
This
them, I don't
is
gotta
my
think about it.
point. Why is this on my shoulders?
Because certain things just get put to certain people.
So basically everything is
Like
put,
you're not expected to hang anything on the walls or fix anything in the house, but it's expected of me to do it. So there's also things that are expected of you to do.
Yeah, but I have to.
So you're already doing the laundry. So if anybody was going to be washing curtains and rugs, it would be you. That's already falls in it's a subcategory of what your job already is.
Do you want to know the difference though?
Sure, I do.
The difference is when you have a task that's your job, Lily has to remind you, get you the tools,
Yeah.
put you in place, direct you.
Oh, get
I
outta
have
here.
to literally bring you to the finish line, and then you step over it.
This is the thing.
No. When it's Lily's task, she has to know from start to finish what needs to happen every moment of every single day, or it doesn't get done because it's impossible for me to know everything.
You're acting like
I'm not
you're
the
doing my
cleanest
job
person
for
in the
me.
world anyway. So the
Yeah,
fact
you're
that
not.
it falls on my shoulders is like,
Yeah, you're not the cleanest person in the world. But this is also the thing. You're like, oh, if I'm in the middle of something and I'm busy and I'm like, go get me tools, you should want to help me. If you want this done and I'm busy and I'm already doing something. Like the other day, you wanted me to look at the sink and I was going to start breaking it apart and cleaning out the area. And I said, go grab me my tools. And you got all mad about it. Help me out. This is the thing. If you were like, hey, because this is the thing, you would need a step stool to get up to take these curtains off. If you were saying, hey, can you come take the curtains off for me so I'd wash them, I would do it.
I was planning on it.
Okay, perfect. So what's the difference between me asking for some tools if
You
I'm
asked for
already in
too
the middle of
much.
something?
You asked for 80%.
I do 100% of the work and ask for you just to help. Or if I have to clear out an area, I go, hey, help me clear this out. It's the least you can do if I'm going to be working. It's pretty simple.
I understand assisting, but again, I feel like I assist in the majority of your tasks. But
What?
for, just one little last tidbit here, when you do the dishes, you leave all of the other dishes there and you pile them. No, I'll leave a couple.
Those cups that are in the back, weeks have been sitting there. You want to know why?
They're used.
No.
They're used like all the time.
No, they weren't. The ones all the way in the back against the two corners of the wall. After I
that
did
wine
those,
glass can't fit in the cupboard.
after I did
that
those,
one doesn't count.
Yeah. But after I did those dishes weeks ago, it was your dish day next. You didn't put them away, so now I haven't been putting them away. It's us fighting to see who puts them away first because you left them.
See, I was never fighting with you, so this is news to me. Now it's on.
Oh, you're just lazy. It's just
no.
If you weren't fighting with me about it and you still left them there unattended for weeks, that's laziness.
Do you want to know what that is?
What?
They won't. There's always at least 1 or 2 cups that don't fit in the cupboard because I'm a cup hoarder.
So fucking throw some away.
No, I can't.
Well, that's what we're going to start doing then.
I can't.
I'll just start throwing a cup or 2 away each time I do dishes until we can fit all the cups in the cupboard.
I'm going to know. I might not know immediately because there's so many cups that I have.
Yeah.
But let's say when we move, I'm telling you, when I go through that cupboard, I will know that the cup is missing.
What are you going to do at that point? It's been
know.
months, weeks. I'll just say you broke them like you break a lot of our
Start
dishes.
a play fight and then accidentally hit you in your sweet spot.
Yeah. I'm just
what
saying,
I normally do.
You break cups and plates and all that at least once a month. I'll just tell you when it comes time to moving, yeah, you broke those cups. You dropped them, you broke them. And you'd be like, yeah, you're probably right because you've broken them. I've broke a couple cups, but you've broke the large majority of
I break
all
a lot
our
of cups.
stuff. So
I'm clumsy.
Yeah, we know you are.
All right, but off of that first piece here, second thing.
Okay.
You leave your tools everywhere, dude. Everywhere. There's a tool.
Time.
No, there's a tool in every room of this house. And it's not only with tools, it's with everything. What's sitting in front of the door right now?
Piece of cardboard?
Is it the box to my corkboard?
Yeah.
How many weeks ago did you put up my corkboard? 2?
Not even, like maybe last week at the most.
Why is it still in the house?
Because this is one of those things.
Bring it to the corner.
You could bring it out when you go
See?
out, number 1. But number 2, no, you want to know why I never think about it? It's because it's been sitting in the dining room for some reason and not near the trash. And, I mean, it's near the door, but when you open the door, you can't see it. It's on the other side of the door, so I don't think about it. And then I'll come home. Like, usually when I think about it, it's when we're going upstairs for the night because you have to pass it to get upstairs. So I think about it. I'm like, I should probably take that out. And then come the morning time. Everybody knows I only have 15 minutes in the morning to get in the van and leave. So I'm not thinking about it.
So let me ask you this then. Why don't you just put that box by the trash in the kitchen?
I don't know. Why haven't you? Same
Why
reason
do
why
I
haven't.
have to do it?
If you're the one complaining about it being there, you can
Oh
take
my
care of it.
God. Your tools, though, you are so bad with your tools. You need to admit it.
I left 2 wrenches out for a day and a half after I was trying to fix the sink and a bucket.
In the middle of the hallway.
Dude, they were not even in the middle.
I had to push them out of the way.
You leave laundry hampers in that same hallway that literally take up half the hallway. I had 2 tools that were about 3 or 4 inches wide that weren't taking up any room.
A laundry hamper doesn't look trashy. A laundry
When
hamper
you
looks
have
fine.
2 full laundry hampers right next to the stairs.
It's not full. You're such a liar.
All right, you have 2 half-full ones. I don't understand
No,
why
I
you don't put
don't.
into one, and then you bring it down. You're calling me lazy.
How many days, weeks, were those wrenches sitting in the kitchen on the island? And I said, are you ever going to do anything with these wrenches? Yeah, I'll get to it.
4 days.
No, Lance, It was like 2 weeks. Just
Such a
sitting there,
liar.
just hanging out.
Such a liar.
I'm like, why?
They got moved the next time we cleaned the kitchen. So it wasn't weeks
You
in
just-
between that.
I would be willing to make a wager that in every room of the house I could find a tool
Bet.
of some sort.
Okay.
Or if not a tool, a screw, a nail, something that you used and didn't take care of or didn't pick up.
I will gladly take this bet.
Okay.
We'll make a TikTok about it, actually. We'll go through every single room, and you find the tool in each room.
Okay, I will.
There-
A tool or some sort of mechanical thing that you would have
All right,
touched.
there's one room that's exempt.
What, your room?
My room.
Well,
Because
yeah.
obviously I have some tools in there. That room's
Obviously.
exempt. And on the basement, garage, all that stuff.
Obviously.
But yeah,
That's
no.
where all the tools are.
We'll take the deal. We'll even do the bedroom, the cat room.
All right.
I bet you'll find at least a screw in the bedroom.
Bet is made.
But yeah, we'll take the bet up. We'll make it into a TikTok. I guarantee it because I know for a fact I'm winning this bet.
I think you're wrong.
So what do we? But this is the thing too. If you left something somewhere, and we can prove that, that's not on me if it's there.
How?
Because I'm thinking of one thing right now you're going to bring up that you put there, and it wasn't me.
What was it?
I'm not going to tell you yet in case you find it.
Then why wouldn't you just tell me in advance?
We have a bet. I just want to see if you're going to blame it on me because I know it was you.
Okay.
It's part of a Christmas present thing. That's why you'll remember. It's in this room actually. But enough talking about it. We'll make a TikTok about it. We'll post it, and we'll go through every fucking room in this house and see if you can find something.
Okay.
So what's the bet then? Find one thing, or are we going on how we making the bet? Do you find one thing, you win, or is it more rooms you find stuff in, you win? Less rooms, I win?
I'll leave.
I say we go for the majority. We take all the rooms in the house.
If I find something in the majority of the rooms, then I win.
Yes, and if there's nothing in the majority of the rooms, I win.
Okay, deal.
Right? Jake on it on camera.
Dishes?
Yeah.
Shake on that. There's about a deal made every episode now.
Yeah. There has to
This
be.
is our favorite thing in the world, in case everyone didn't know, was making bets with each other and proving each other wrong. And it's almost always for dishes, because dishes are the worst thing on this planet to do.
Yep.
And if it were up to me and Lance, we would like literally throw them out after every meal and just get new ones.
Yep. So we make every single deal we make usually has something to do with dishes.
Yep.
Sometimes you've done wanting new shoes or something like that, and I'm sure I've done the other things, but I'm usually adamant on dishes.
You'd think the simple solution would be getting a dishwasher, but we can't fit it. So
Oh, I've thought about it. Where that little
they
island
do have
is.
portable ones.
No, where that little
should get
island is. I was thinking about getting a whole new countertop with
That would be really nice.
underneath storage and then putting it over there because I can just tap in because that wall is right next to the bathroom, so I can cut open a square right where I know the plumbing is, shut the water off, cut in a T, and then we could have a fucking dishwasher right there. And it'll up the value of the house.
That would be a great addition to the kitchen.
Because when I was doing dishes yesterday and today, because the last bet I lost, I was really in my head floor plan how I could put a dishwasher in this house. And I was figuring it out.
That's hilarious. All right. Next thing. I'm pretty sure we touched on also in the other episode. Your eating habits are so bad, dude.
How?
They're
What are you
so
talking about?
bad. Like, you and I eat so differently.
This is coming because
And-
of the 6-week challenge.
Lance, no, it's not. You, like, I don't understand how you don't like any vegetables except flipping a potato, corn, and peas.
I can tell you exactly why. Exactly why. Textures. I'm a big texture guy. Textures really, really disturb me, basically.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. So I'm not going to eat something I don't like. And plus, like lettuce, what the fuck's lettuce? Flavored water that I have to chew? Like, I'm good. It has no value to anything that I eat.
Okay, other leafy greens do.
I can deal with spinach, but then again, flavored water I'm eating. Like, what's this supposed to do? Like, you put that on a burger? Why? I don't understand it.
Because we like the crunch. That's why
Bacon.
people eat it.
Crunch. There you go.
And I don't
Fried
know.
onions.
I don't know if I've said this before, but I tell you on a regular basis. But you just have, you might call it a love, but I will call it an addiction
To what?
For fast food. You love it.
When was the last time I had fast food? I can tell you.
100% the Bachelorette weekend that I went to. So 2 weeks ago.
In my defense, I was home alone. It was fun. I was a little tore up. I didn't want to make food. I called in some of my favorite food places. I was having a good time.
Honey,
That was my first weekend alone pretty much in my entire life. Literally. That I was fully alone for multiple days in a row. I took advantage of it. I was lazy as fuck. You came home. The house was clean, though. It wasn't messy. Like, I didn't do a spot cleaning, but I didn't leave anything dirty, at least. I was enjoying my life. I was relaxing. I was drinking, doing whatever I wanted, having a great old time. And, yeah, I was going to order food. Because that's the thing. Some of the places I want to get food from sometimes, like when we get food, you don't like. So it's like I have to get it when I have the chance to. I had the perfect opportunity. And who doesn't like sitting on the couch watching fucking stand-up comedy, eating their own food a little bit buzzed? Like, who? It was a good time. What are you talking about?
I'm happy you had a good time. I'm super glad about that. But what concerns me is that you felt like you had to order out both nights and you couldn't just make yourself a meal one of the nights.
It was laziness.
And you admitted to me yourself that, you know, you guys, when you were in the military, ate out every single night. So now it is just something that you really enjoy doing.
Not every night, but a lot of the nights.
You love to eat out.
We would get drunk, party, and next thing you know, pizza's coming, and then next thing you know, you got wings, and you got all that shit.
I think I'm not acting like I don't like it because I love it. Of course I love it. But I feel like you could eat out every single night. Let's say we have unlimited funds.
No. I'll tell you exactly why I know that for a fact, though.
Why?
Because when I go out of town, that's what happens. It's twice a day, every single day. And by the end of just half that week, I'm so fucking over it. Like, I'm just... It's nice at first. Like, especially when I'm out of town, like, the company pays for the meals and stuff. So, like, all right, I'm going to splurge, get what I want. I'm going to have a bunch of drinks. I'm going to get appetizers. And, you know, like, if it's however many of us there is, there's usually one more appetizer than person there. You just get a whole smorgasbord of appetizers, and then you get your meal and stuff. So, like, the first night or two is fun. That's when you do your party and your drink and you have a good time. And then by the end of it, like, the third day comes, you're like, I just want to fucking be home. Like, even a lot of the times, like, when we're home, like, we eat differently. Especially now that you're on this, like, diet thing. You have to have certain things. Like, our food never lines up on, like, what we eat together anyway. So I usually just throw something together when we get home. So, like, when I'm out, it's nice. And then I'm like, I kind of miss just eating whatever I can find in the house.
You're also not very willing to try new things. When you tell me to try things, I at least try them.
I tried stuff. You always get mad at me that I try stuff, like, when I'm out of town or something. Like, you never try anything with me. But the thing is, like, at least the stuff I'm trying then is stuff that somewhat sounds appealing to me. You want me to eat, like, fucking weird stuff, like eggplant something or yada yada, like something that doesn't even sound good to me.
I feel like if one of your friends was like, hey, bro, try this, you would try it. But
I don't think so.
If Lily's like, Lance, try this, you'll be like, nope, that's healthy. Nope.
No, I don't think so. The only time I am ever forced into trying something is, like, if somebody made you a meal. You can't be like, no, I'm good. I'm not going to try. You at least got to eat some of it or it's rude.
You don't try a lot of the things that I make. When I made that homemade pumpkin soup, you didn't try it. Because I don't like pumpkin.
I don't like pumpkins, and that was the thickest soup I've ever seen. That was thick. I was not going to like it. You could have just
dipped your little finger in there or something, or the little teaspoon. Wouldn't have been bad.
Oh, no. I mean, fine. I'll start trying more things. I've been getting more open to trying things.
Yeah.
You haven't had me try something in a long time, so don't even act like this. When was the last time you asked me to try something?
I don't remember.
Exactly. You can't.
Yeah. I'm just saying, whenever you ask me to try something, I'm willing.
No,
your little pork things.
Pork belly burnt ends.
Burnt ends. Nasty.
They were so good. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
The delicious sausage. I don't even like sausage, but I was like, okay, Lance brought it home. I should try it. Look it.
Yeah.
And now I'm obsessed with it.
But that was the thing, too, though. Like, you just want me to eat these baked vegetables. At least I'm saying eat this deliciously smoked meat that's going to taste phenomenal, that I slaved over all day to make sure it was perfect. and give it a try.
I don't sleep over meals sometimes.
You do, and I try them. I will try stuff. Like this soup, I'll admit I wasn't going to try that soup because it just not look. Not that you did a bad job with it. It just was not appealing to me. Like it did.
Oh, I know I didn't do a bad job. That is probably one. It
looked like baby food.
It was an incredibly simple dish, and it was probably one of the best dishes I have ever made.
I'm sure you did amazing, but just to me,
It was
looking
so
at
good.
it and smelling it was just so unappealing that I was like, I'm good.
Okay.
Just because it's thick. Like I don't like stuff. I don't like that mushiness. That's why I don't like a lot of fruits and vegetables. Is that mushy weirdness when you eat it? I'm not a fan of that.
I've learned to live with it, but I'm just saying.
Taste buds change every 10 years. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to start liking more things.
Maybe. We'll see.
They change every 10 years.
All right. Dwindling down my list here. So when you're drunk, you snore so loud.
Yeah, I snore not drunk.
No, you snore a little bit when you're sober, but when you're drunk, wow. Like you wonder why, how come you get up so early? I wake up at 4 a.m. after I drink. Part of it is because I can't sleep when I'm after I drink. The rest of it is because you're shaking the whole flipping room.
No, I don't snore that bad. You've recorded me before, and it was not as bad as you made it
I
seem
almost
like.
recorded you last night. You were really bad last night.
How?
Just loud, man.
I don't know.
And
I know I snore, though. I'm not denying that.
My favorite thing about you, you're going to fall asleep before me. Okay, sure. You fall asleep in 5 minutes.
Not my fault. It's not my fault you fall asleep slow. Like,
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying.
Well, because this is the thing. I'm wide awake sometimes in bed, especially when I say those things. And the next thing you know, it's 5-10 minutes later. We're doing nothing, not talking. There's dark in the room. Yeah, I'm going to fall asleep. That's the whole point. I don't understand what the issue is. That's the whole point of us going
Well, that
into
is
bed
also
to fall
something that
asleep.
annoys me. You fall asleep incredibly fast, and I don't.
Not my fault.
Well, it annoys me. This is my list.
Get over it. That's the thing, though. It's your fault. I remember back in the beginning of the relationship, you fell asleep first every single time.
Yeah, right.
Every single time.
Yeah, right.
You fell asleep back in the day quicker than I do now.
Yeah, right.
I swear on my life. I was always the last one up. Every fucking time. Roles got reversed. Suck it.
That is something, though, side note, that is so interesting about getting older. I used to sleep so much better. I'm sure everyone can empathize. Yeah. I used to be able to just sleep all day. I could sleep until noon.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know how people can do that.
I mean, not that it was a good thing, because you shouldn't be sleeping 12 hours, but...
I don't know how people can.
But now, I mean, I really can't sleep that much. Like, and as I'm getting older, it's less and less and less and less.
Well, you got more body issues. More's on your mind. You're stressed out. And
Sucks.
you got up to the temperature of being able to forge a knife in the middle of the night. And that's how hot you get the room. Like, I understand why you're not sleeping well.
Oh, yeah, last night was bad.
Like, you're in full long sleeves right now.
Yeah.
And you're going to complain it's hot upstairs. Even though today it's not, but let's say it was a hot
It actually
day.
is hot up there already. I was up there earlier.
It's not that hot in the house today. But you're going to go to bed in full long sleeves, have a comforter, a blanket on top of the comforter, the sheet, and probably that cooling blanket you have all on top of you, and then complain that it was so hot up there. It's not hot up there. You're just a fucking psycho. You put everything you possibly can on or on top of you, and then complain about the atmosphere of the room. No. You're like, you need to fix it up there, make it colder up there. No, you need to not wear sweatsuits to bed, not use every single blanket we have upstairs, and then be next to me. Like, that's why you're getting hot.
I think...
Shorts, T-shirt, sheet, you're fine.
Well, I think maybe it's just time for the air conditioning.
Not yet. It's just
May.
Beginning of May. It's the beginning of May. And it's fucking, right now, 45 degrees outside. What are you talking about?
I don't know, pal. I think it's time.
No, it is not time yet. You need to wear appropriate clothing to bed and not have the winter blankets on the bed. You have a fluffy blanket, whatever that material is, but it's a real warm blanket. It's like insulation, basically, and a comforter. Mm-hmm. That's the winter stuff. You don't need that in the summer and the spring. No wonder why it gets so hot. You're a boiler.
Okay, so you're going to go buy me a summer blanket. And from now on, I'll switch it out, and I'll have a summer blankie and a winter blankie.
Yeah, it's called a sheet.
You
Summer
need more than
blankie.
a sheet too, and I know it.
No, I like just a sheet if I'm warm.
Bull spit.
In a perfect world, I would have my own sheet. You would have your own sheet. In a perfect world, because you steal it from me every night.
Okay, no. Porter lays on it, and then I roll in it, and that's why you don't get any.
$1 million idea. Just thought about it. So it's a sheet. What are those sheets called that you actually put over, like the fitted sheets?
Fitted goes over the mattress.
Yeah.
Flat goes over that.
So it's a fitted/flat put together. Hear me out.
Separate compartments.
It's a fitted sheet. It's stitched down the middle of wherever the size bed you have is. Then you have 2 flaps that come over that are regular sheets, and they stop in the middle. So you can never take my blanket, and I can never take your blanket.
Yeah, but
Well, actually, it would be better if it comes from the outside of the bed. It has 2 seams running down the outside of the bed, and you fold the sheet into the center of the bed. So we could still cuddle or whatever in the middle of the night.
yeah.
But you can't take my blanket because it's attached to the fucking bed. So I can just roll over, and I'll have my actual sheets. You'll have yours, but then you can still be in the middle. They'll have a little overlap, a foot or 2 of overlap.
Yeah.
So if you want to be together, you can. But if like you separate in the middle of the night, now I have my sheets because there's the seam across the edge.
I actually feel like that's a really
Genius
good idea.
How many times on this podcast am I going to have $1 million ideas?
That's
And
such a
somebody's
good
not gonna bring it
idea.
out? I'm telling you. I just thought about that.
Wow. Write that one down.
I'm going to have to. See, I already had the prototype that failed on this podcast. And I said down the middle, that's not going to work. Then you can't be together. But yeah, down the fucking
Well,
sides.
a prototype,
flap
you have
them
to
over.
make it, but that wouldn't be hard. You
Made
just
it
sew
in
it
my head.
together.
Yeah. We could easily make this.
Yeah.
Your sister has a sewing
Julie,
machine.
I was just going to say that. Julie has a sewing machine.
Genius. I need to go on Shark Tank.
Wow. We're going to get rich off this.
I'm telling you, I
Even though
have
someone
good
else
ideas.
is going to steal it now, so thanks
Yeah.
a lot.
That's fine. There's more than one sheet company, isn't there?
Yes.
Exactly. They can have their own. I can have my own. I'll make mine better.
Okay. It just might be better if we come out with it first, so.
Yeah. All right. Talk to your sister. We'll get some sheets. I'll buy some sheets. We'll make this happen. It's a good idea.
It's a very good idea.
Yeah. And then you can also sell those things that go under the mattress that clip the opposite corners together so then the sheet can't come off. So you can't hulk the whole sheet off of me in the middle of the night.
Those are just,
And the little clips, but you sell it as a package. Fucking clip it in, there you go. $1 million idea again. I am serving up genius ideas on this podcast.
that was a good one. I'll give it to you. All right. My second to last one thing that drives me nuts about you. It's kind of 2 for here. Number 1, you give lazy scratches 99% of the time. The 1% of the time that you don't give lazy scratches is when you cut your nails, and then they're incredible. Any other time, you're just plopping your hand on there, and you're like,
Because this
I don't
is
wanna do
why.
it.
This is why. We'll be laying in bed forever watching TV. You'll be cuddled up. This is how it always happens. I'm on my back watching TV. You're on your side, cuddled up with blankets, facing me, but also the TV. I'll start getting tired. We're upstairs for 30, 45 minutes. I start getting tired, and you're like, give me scratches. Like, I'm half asleep. Like, what do you expect? You expect primo scratches? That is not going to happen.
yes.
So, yeah, I pull my arm and you scratch. You're like, oh, do better. Do my back now. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's time for bed. Like, I'm half asleep. I'm half in the bag, and you're like, you need to give me scratches. No. I tell you this all the time. If you ask right when we get upstairs, they would be better. I'm not saying they're going to be immaculate, but they'll be better. They'll be, not terrible.
Listen, though, you need to perfect this now, because I've never met a woman that doesn't like scratchies. I've never met another person that doesn't like scratchies aside from you, side note. But
Yeah, I don't like being scratched.
let's say, this whole thing between you and I, it just don't work. You got to find another girl. You marry her. That's fine. Cool. Good for you. She's going to want good scratchies. And if you think you're going to marry her, you need to give her good scratchies.
I don't know if that's the
Take
criteria.
my advice.
But that's
Take
the
my
thing.
advice.
And I would say to this future woman the same thing I say to you. When I'm half asleep, don't fucking ask for them.
All right, what about when we're on the couch watching TV? I tell you to scratch my leg.
I give them to you all the time, and then we go through
They're
a
not
whole
good.
TV show, and you're like, you didn't give me enough. And I'm just doing it for the whole TV show.
I'm tell you when to stop.
Hours later, if it was a chance, we would literally watch an hour TV show, so like 45 minutes. I will scratch you the whole time, and you'll be like, "Dude, why'd you stop? That's not enough." Because we went through a whole hour. Happens all the time.
It wasn't enough.
That's bullshit.
It's never enough.
And then I'll ask you to rub me sometimes, and you'll do this. Rub a little bit. Rub a little bit. And then you'll pull away and be like, oh, why are you done? I'm not doing this anymore. This is too much. You don't even like it. If I wouldn't have asked for it if I didn't like it. I don't like scratches. I like rubs.
Limited amounts of rubs.
I tell you where I like the rubs and how I like them. There's a difference. You just say you want scratches, don't tell me where, and then you just say they suck.
Anywhere.
You don't tell me what to improve on, what I need to do better, how to switch my technique up.
I just want you to know.
You just say they suck.
I just want you to know.
When I want rubs, I'm like, I want it just on this leg, right here, from here to here. Don't come out of these boundaries. And that's what I want. Like, I know what I want. It's pretty simple.
You really do say that. You're like, this is the box.
Yeah.
Don't go out of this box.
That's the only place I want to be touched right now.
We were talking about that last night. You just don't like to be touched as a human.
No.
Like, you just don't like it. No. It's weird.
How? Like, why? It's just... Well, number one, I'm fucking super ticklish, so, like, I'm not a fan of it. Like, if you're rubbing me in certain parts of my body, it's ticklish. Like, get the fuck off me. I don't like that. Why do I want to be tickled?
It's because it's funny to be tickled.
But nobody likes being tickled.
I like it.
So at first I'll laugh it off, and then you'll keep going. I'm like, stop. I'm not a fan of being tickled.
I like it, I think.
Because you're a fucking psychopath. Who likes to be
Well, I'm not very
tickled?
ticklish. Like, I like when you touch my feet.
Yeah, it's gross. Gross.
That's my favorite tickles is my feet.
Like, I don't mind, like, rubbing your feet or whatever. I just don't like my feet touched. At all.
Ooh, another side note. When I was getting a pedicure the other day, I was thinking I really could do pedicures, like, professionally. I feel like for the rest of my life, and I wouldn't mind. I don't mind feet.
Ugh. But this is, I feel like you say this because the only people's feet you ever touch is either somebody you've been with or, like, your family members.
Yeah, but honestly, I was also watching a really gross pedicure video on Snapchat, and her feet were nasty. I mean, like, her toes were bad, and I was like, oh my God, I would love to get my hands on those feet.
I think you say that
transform
until
them.
You get that smell, and then you get that feel of the nastiness on somebody else's foot you don't even know. That's
but you wear gloves.
It doesn't matter. You can still feel through the gloves. I don't know.
I want to give a stranger a pedicure now.
That's how, like, I wonder how certain people get into certain things. Like how does... Number one, how does certain things not gross you the fuck out?
Yeah.
And how are you like, I enjoy this one, do it for a living? Like, you ever see the Dr. Pimple Popper videos on the internet? Mm-hmm. The most. I've never watched a video. I just know what it's about because it's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
I like that stuff.
In my entire life. I want to throw up even thinking about those videos. Like, who was like, you know what I want to do for a living? Pop people's big, disgusting pimples and zits and cysts and all this shit. Like, who's like, I want to do that?
Well, think about a dentist and dental hygienist.
I say that all the time. You love going to the dentist, and which makes you a psychopath again. But then, too, like, who wants to be digging in people's gross-ass mouths all day?
It's a satisfaction thing. It's just like the satisfaction videos. Cleaning every inch of someone's mouth.
So
I
gross.
can imagine it being very satisfying. So maybe it's just a difference in people. Like, you don't like that stuff, and I like that stuff. Like, I would totally be okay washing someone's face, popping their pimples, cleaning their teeth,
God, no.
and cleaning their feet and giving them a pedicure. I would be okay with it.
You would have to pay me the big bucks to do any of that.
Yeah, see, no, doesn't bother me.
Not even... No, I mean, $1 million if you wanted me to sit there and pop pimples on a person. At least.
Oh, my God, it would be so satisfying.
And that's not even a yearly salary. That's like a monthly salary. Like, if you want me to not go blow my brains out in the back, like, you're going to have to pay me for that because I cannot do it. It's disgusting.
I could totally get down with that.
It's so gross.
Yeah, but
like, that stuff grosses me out. Like, when you're playing in your belly button, fucking grosses me out. Hate it. Worst thing I've ever seen.
I totally do that to annoy you.
Yeah, I know you do. And I fucking hate it so much.
You have a weird belly button thing, too.
When I was taught when I was growing up that every time you touch the inside of your belly button, it puts little tiny holes in your belly button, and then eventually you can put your whole fucking finger through your belly button and you're going to die.
I just don't know if that's true.
Has to be true. Think about it. It has to be true. So that was connected to your umbilical cord at one point, and they cut your umbilical cord, and when they cut it, it just goes back inside of you, basically, and that's how people have innies and outies.
No, it falls out. Your umbilical cord falls out.
Okay, so it falls out, but the end of it's still there. So it was still an opening at one point.
You mean it went
together.
like this?
So it either formed itself together and sucked in, or it stayed out. That's how you have innies and outies. So all that did was pretty much just form itself shut. It was an open hole at one point. The more you poke at it, it makes sense that eventually, like if I took my finger hard enough and stabbed you in the belly button, I bet I get through.
Yeah, but that's just like a scar. It's a wound that heals up.
Yeah, but now that's the access to the inside of my body. Because think about it, you always try to touch mine, and one day you're gonna slip or something, or you're gonna like slip up, and you're gonna put your fucking first knuckle into my fucking belly button and get actually inside of me.
You're disgusting.
That's my fear. I have an irrational fear of it. I hate my belly button being touched anyways, because I think instantly when it's touched, it's going in me.
What?
It's such a fear of mine. Think about it.
It's so weird.
You could.
I have never thought about this before you. So I'm sure.
I guarantee you could do it.
If you took something, sharp enough or whatever, it would go. It might go through someone's stomach.
I think
but
just a finger would do it.
I don't think a finger would really.
I think it would.
I just don't think so.
Think about it. Because nobody really can try it. Because it's the same thing. You could bite your pinky off right now with the same strength you could bite a carrot. But your body forces you not to do it. So you could sit here and bite your pinky. And if you really wanted to, you can get fully through your pinky without a problem.
How do you know?
That's a proven fact. It only takes the amount of strength to bite off your pinky that it's like biting through a full-size carrot. But your mind and body won't let you do it. They're not going to let you bite your pinky off, go through that pain, put yourself through that. Mm-hmm. But you have the ability to. It's probably the same thing with touching your belly button. I guarantee you, like when you're like I clean it out, if I slipped or something, like in the shower, and like I got my hand caught between me and the wall, I would go through it because I couldn't stop myself. The only reason why you can't poke through your belly button is because your brain's not going to let you. I'm telling you, it's the same as the pinky theory.
I feel like okay.
That's why I have an irrational fear of it. You could be inside me through the belly button, and I'm sure that's going to kill you.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, this belly button thing is just so weird to me. I already said the second part of my Scratchies thing, though, which was the fact that you don't like Scratchies, and I think it's weird. I think you're a very weird person because you don't like Scratchies.
It
freaks me out. I know. I'm
extremely ticklish, so of course I don't like them.
I think it's weird. All right. My number one thing that ticks me off about you, living with you, whatever. Okay. Can you guess?
No, there's a lot of stuff you could plan about and throw fits about, so I really couldn't. What is it?
The number one thing that drives me nuts about you is the fact that you do not moisturize, and your skin feels like an alligator.
We'll go through this again, too. I don't like the feel of moisturizer at all.
I know you don't.
I don't mind it if it's somewhere where I don't have to put clothes back on.
Right, because it's sticky.
Or, like, this is the thing. Like, let's say right now, during this podcast, I was like, let me moisturize up. I wouldn't like it just because my arm's on the table, and I would have that feeling like clothing on it. And I don't like that because it sticks to you, and it feels just gross. It's like you just got out of the rain, and you come inside, and, like, you're taking your boots off, and you're doing stuff like that, and your shirt starts sticking to you, and you start feeling moist inside and damp. It's disgusting. That's what moisturizer feels like. I fully admit I need to moisturize more, but I just don't like the feeling of it. And I especially hate moisturizer on my hands. And that's why I don't do it. I hate the feeling of it. It creeps me out. It disgusts me. And I don't like it.
I used to be like that too. And then, hard to believe, I know. But I used to hate the feeling of lotion on my hands. It grossed me out. But I got over it. I changed because if you want to have decent looking skin when you're an old person, you gotta moisturize.
I've told you all the time, if you want to moisturize me and put your hands through that terror, I'll let you.
It's so much work, though. You don't understand. To moisturize myself from head to toe every morning and every night, and to also moisturize you from head to toe, it's a lot.
This just goes back on the Scratchies thing. If I have to scratch your whole body every single night, that's a lot. You say, oh, it's going to take forever, I don't want to do it. It's the same thing with the scratches. It's the same thing, except for I'm scratching you, you're lotioning me. It's the only difference.
You scratch me head to toe?
It always start with my legs. All right, go to my foot. Oh, do the other leg, the other foot. All right, now do my back. blah, 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 do my shoulders, do my arms. That's how it always happens every single time. It's never just, hey, just do my back today. It's, hey, get the whole body.
I wish.
If you started early enough in the night, you might be able to.
Noted. Now, as soon as we get upstairs, which I'm old, so I usually make us go upstairs at like 8:30.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay, as soon as we lay down, Scratchies, I'll just throw my
before
leg
I lay
over
down,
you.
I'll be like, hey, moisturizer. Before we even get into bed.
You know what if I buy this for you, will you try it?
What is it?
There's apparently an in the shower moisturizer. You either, I don't know if you rub it or spray it on your body. I would imagine rub.
Is that what I showed you the other day you're talking about?
You didn't show me anything.
It was the shower head that you can put whatever you wanted into it and it sprays it onto your body?
Okay, it's kind of, no, it's not like that. It's like an actual, it's either a cream or something that you put on probably after you wash, I'm guessing. And then that's it.
So you do it while do you do it while you're still in the shower, like right after you get out when you're still wet?
There's two different kinds. I know there's one while you're in the shower, and then there's also a spray-on.
What's the point of that?
There's a spray-on moisturizer. I never thought to buy that for you before.
I wouldn't.
I can just spray it on you like I would like cooking oil to a pan.
I wouldn't mind that because that would be like spray on sunblock, and I use that a lot, and I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I hate it at first, but like you get over that
dries,
quickly.
Instant dry.
Yeah. And if I don't, that's the thing. I have no problem moisturizing. I just don't like it on my hands, because then my hands feel weird the rest of the night. I don't like that.
I'm gonna buy the spray-on moisturizer for you.
You should.
I'm going to.
All right. I think that's enough of us talking about how we annoy each other living together, basically. So let's get into it. Pretty much how we would annoy other people. So if you were to break into somebody's house, but you could only do stuff to annoy them, what would you do? So you could steal stuff. Like you can't be like, oh, I'm going to steal their diamonds and their TV. Like you can only steal stuff that would just annoy this person or inconvenience them, or do things to inconvenience them and annoy them.
Okay, I got a good one.
All right.
Put Legos on the floor so they step on them.
That would be pretty annoying. I have a bunch of these. I can come up with these for days. I think about it all the time. I would take everybody's pillowcases. Boom.
Oh.
That'll annoy you. Now you either got to go find your spare ones or you have to sleep without pillowcases.
Which, yeah, ew.
I'm taking your shower curtain rod. You'll have the curtain on the floor, but how are you going to shower without the rod?
Right, they'd have to take a bath.
Yeah, I would be doing a bunch of stuff like that. The buttons off the stove. Yeah, you can still work the stove. You just don't know how hot it is.
Huh.
See, I can come up with these for days. I have a million of these. I think about this consistently. So me and Camp, a.k.a. Why So Serious, the one that does the beats and all that, good friend of the podcast, went on for like 20 minutes the other night. Just on FaceTime talking about this. So I feel like we could really get into it. It's a pretty fun concept. You just to think about doing to somebody. Like I almost want to do it to my friends sometimes. Like when you go over to like a friend's house, not even just break in, but just do little things to annoy them.
You know what you could do? You could like glue certain things to the surface. Like maybe you could glue a window shut, or you could.
Oh, that'd be annoying.
You could glue like a cup to a table.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so annoying.
That'd be so annoying. I'm taking the light bulb in the refrigerator.
Oh my god.
Middle of the night, you want to drink, can't see shit. I'm taking the toilet chain for when you flush the toilet.
Put old batteries in the smoke detectors.
Yeah. Oh, I went with batteries. Take all the remotes and you flip the batteries backwards. You can keep the batteries in there, but just flip them backwards so nothing works.
No, I got a good one. You take a smoke detector, put old batteries in it, hide it in the basement so it constantly beeps where they're never going to find it.
Put it in the air duct.
Or yes, that's good.
Beep it, beep
that
it.
would drive them insane.
I'm putting a little hole in the bottom of every sock I find in the house.
Oh, that's a good one. Or take one of the socks from every single pair.
Yeah. That would be
so
a good
they only have one sock. I mean,
Yeah.
if they have matching ones, okay, but
I'm going to loosen every single light bulb. You go to flip your lights on, nothing works. You have to go tighten every light bulb. You know how annoying that would be?
take all of the forks or all of the spoons.
Yeah. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do a million things to mess with people. I would just unlevel certain things in the house. Like stuff they have like those adjustable legs. I'm unleveling half of it. You go on your coffee table, you go to put your water down, boop, falls on the ground.
Ultimate prank was like they did in Weeds, where
Yeah.
they put everything on the ceiling.
Yeah, everything on the ceiling. That was a good one. You know those things on the hinges and doors that you can push out to get the hinges off?
Yeah.
I'm taking those out, and I'm propping your door back up. So you go to open your front door, and it falls apart.
off.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Be a good one.
That's evil. Or you could like nail the windows from the outside in so they can't open them from the inside, but they won't know why.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That might be dangerous.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. You'd kill somebody that way. I would take.
How?
They have a fire or something. You need to get through one of the windows. Next thing you know, nail
Okay,
their
yeah,
shit.
that's what I was thinking too. Just didn't know what you were thinking.
I would take all the knobs off the dresser.
Yeah, I was thinking something with knobs.
Yeah, you know how annoying that would be.
That would be super annoying.
I'm going to cut your sheet right down in the middle, except for in one spot. So when you go to pull it in the middle of the night, it rips apart. You only have half a sheet now.
You are terrible.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of all these things.
Ooh, you know what's again? You could take all of their clothes and shrink them, like in the dryer, like their cotton or whatever that shrinks. Yeah. That would be so funny.
Put them back in the closet when they go to put it on. They wonder why.
Yep.
I'm switching the hot and cold dials.
Oh yeah.
Inside the shower.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to go to the hot water heater and turn it either way up or way down. Probably way down.
Way up is dangerous too. Yeah.
So I would just put it all the way low, so then they never have hot water. They'll be sitting there forever. I'm taking the strainer to your dishes. How you going to do dishes?
That would be super annoying.
If you have a dishwasher, I'm just going to unplug it. You'll never know why.
Chip all their cups.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Every single cup has a chip.
Yeah. What else would I do? Oh, I would take half of your handle, like door handle. So it looks like it's on there. Because you can take it apart and set it in there.
Oh,
and it'll look
yeah,
like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
on there, but you go to turn it and you lost your whole door handle.
That would be really annoying too.
Yeah.
What else would I do?
I'm just going to switch your drawers around. So wherever you think your socks and underwear are, they're going to be somewhere different. You pull it open as jeans. Just things to inconvenience you.
I don't think I'm a bad enough person for this.
I'm going to leave your refrigerator cracked, like your freezer cracked. So when you get back, everything's just somewhat defrosted.
That's terrible.
It'd be annoying, but it's all right.
If someone wanted to get, what's the worst thing someone could do to annoy you? Ultimate thing.
Ultimate thing if somebody was to break in my house to annoy me. What are we talking though? Like something like really serious, or just what would annoy me the most?
Just annoying. Not like, okay, they stole my diamond necklace, which would be terrible. Like just pure annoyance.
Probably unplugging my beer fridge would be one of them. That'd be a good one. That'd be a really good one. Or turning it off inside so the light's still on, and I came home and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
I'd be pretty upset that way. That's what I would do with somebody else too. Turn it all the way off inside, but the light will still stay on. Because like I keep the light on in ours. I don't know why, to be honest, but I do. Still got a nightlight when I have to come take a pee in the middle of the night.
Something for me would probably be something I just thought of for the coffee pot. But what you could do is make them coffee, but instead of water, put vinegar in it.
That would be disgusting.
Oh.
Coffee.
Because they would, if you look at my coffee pot and it looked filled, I'd say, okay, I made my coffee already. I'm good to go.
Yeah, you just press a button.
I set it to be ready by the time I wake up, which is what I've been doing. Come downstairs, go in the kitchen. I'd instantly smell vinegar. And I'd be like, what's going on? It would literally be a pot of vinegar coffee.
That'd be disgusting.
Oh, my God.
Or you take decaf and replace all their coffee with decaf.
That would be mine. I would flip out.
Oh, I know you would.
I can't even fathom.
Yeah, you would lose your absolute
Like that
shit.
That one time you were actually trying to be nice and make me coffee and you made me decaf. And
In my defense,
and I was sick all morning.
In my defense, it wasn't in a decaf bag. It didn't say decaf on it.
It was green. Green means
No,
decaf.
you
Everybody
had it-
knows that.
You had it in one of those little
No.
glass jars that you got that I didn't know it was decaf. I went and put it in there.
I don't think so.
Because if it said decaf on the thing, I would have known.
You wouldn't have thought I had decaf because I never have it.
Yeah, so when I found it in one of those glass jars that you put your coffee in, I'm like, oh, fucking coffee. That's besides
That was the ultimate annoyance. You drink your coffee and you find out it's decaf. You're like, great.
Yeah, you'd be pretty annoyed.
Good times.
I would take all the towels in the house and dirty them up.
That
Or
would
just steal 'em.
suck. Like imagine if you came home from work and you had no clean towel
Yeah, you know how mad I would
and
be.
you'd want to shower so bad.
Yeah, I would lose my mind.
You know what? Also, just dirtying every single dish in their house.
Yeah, and piling right up on the sink.
Yeah.
Here you go. That would piss me off so bad. If I came home and my sink was full of dirty dishes and it wasn't us, I would lose my shit.
Ooh, you know what else would be really fun? To pile all of their furniture in a massive
Yeah, in
teepee.
one area. That'd be good. Or find their lawnmower and just mow really bad stripes all through their lawn.
Yes, that's
just
a
to
good
piss them
one.
off. Yeah, I would leave the light on in your car. Something just to annoy you.
That's
Wake
bad.
up, your battery's dead. Nothing you can do about it.
That's a bad one.
Yeah. There's a million things you can do. I was just thinking about it all the time. I think about this all the time.
Oh, I got a good one. You so like boxes of crackers, obviously you have the box and then the package inside. Open all the cracker packages, put them back in the box so it looks like they were never opened. They'll go to think it's a brand new box, open it, and they're all stale.
That would be a good one.
Oh, that's good.
Something like that. If they have a box of cereal they haven't opened yet, open it
Yes.
from the bottom.
Yep.
And then you put it back tight, but you have the bag open in there. So when they go to pull it off, cereal everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
It's the little things. I would love to do this to people.
Break
Like
into
just
someone's
little
house and
stuff
do
like
this.
Yeah, to like people I know, and just hear them bitch to me about it. You know how good that would be? I'd be like, what? What fucking asshole did that to your cereal?
How shocking. Someone did that?
That's
What?
a great way to mess with somebody, though. If somebody makes you mad or something like that. Just do little things. You don't, like, you could take something, like, but, like, I would take the back door cover to all your remotes. So your batteries just fall out all the time.
That's super annoying. You'd have to duct tape it or get a new remote.
Yeah, then every single time. But I would put half drained batteries in, too. So you got to duct tape it just to unduct tape it by the time the batteries die.
You know what I realized recently that was super annoying? When we were at the cabin, they didn't have a tablespoon.
That is annoying.
Like, I know you can use a regular, I'm pretty sure a regular spoon equals a tablespoon, but it's just
Yeah.
like they had every teaspoon, a quarter, a half, one teaspoon.
Somebody probably stole it.
0 tablespoon. How? Not even half a tablespoon.
Somebody probably took them.
That's what I would do.
That's exactly what
I would
somebody
take
probably did.
like the 1 1/2 because then you could use 1/4 for 1/2 and then you use it.
Yeah,
but
but then that would just be annoying.
it would be super annoying.
I would take the lid, like I would change your garlic powder and your onion powder.
Oh,
They look
that's
exactly
terrible.
the same, and you wouldn't know until you, like, who fucking smells their spices before they put them in the thing? Like onion
I actually
powder.
might.
Like I do for certain, like, but if it's onion powder, garlic powder, like I know what those are. But if I'm like, because we have all those meat church seasonings, before I use any of those, I'm going to smell them. Or anything that I haven't used in a long time, but like garlic powder, onion powder, everybody knows what they smell like. Like it's not going to change or anything. You know exactly what those are going to do in cooking anything. And you wouldn't know until you smell it when you fucking poured it out. Little annoyances.
Yeah.
I would turn the gas off to somebody's like grill. I would take the nut off so they just and leave it loose. So the next time I went to go grill, they were wondering why they couldn't start it. I have a million little things.
I don't know. I might.
I'm taking the space bar in your keyboards.
That's freaking annoying.
Yeah.
What about the ball in your mouse? Because you couldn't use your mouse, could you?
Are we living in like the early 2000s?
I don't know.
No mouse we have in this house has the balls in them anymore.
What?
They're lasers now. Sounds like years. They've been lasers.
What?
When you pick up your mouse, you know how you see the red glowingness?
Uh-huh.
Laser. That's not a ball anymore.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You pick up, you see red light beam come on ground. That's how you use it.
Yeah, but I thought
We're not wanting a 2004 Dell PC. Like,
you could. Doesn't the old mouse have a laser too?
no, it had a ball. The
No.
laser replaced the ball. Before, ball move, cursor move. Now laser move, cursor move. Yeah.
You sure?
I will. You want to take it back?
No. Well, that mouse is really light, so maybe that makes sense. I feel like my
But
mouse
if they
at
had
work,
one of those,
my mouse at work has a ball.
maybe. But they're not as common anymore. But if they do have one, yeah, take it out. That'd be annoying.
Take the ball.
Or not even take the ball. Take the little circular thing that goes around the ball, so it never stays in place.
Oh yeah.
Because without that, it skips.
Yep.
You can't actually move because there's nothing forming around it. That'd be annoying.
Could you rewire something not dangerously? So, like change all their lights. You could do that easily. So
Yeah.
you could make this switch turn on like the living room light, and the living room light turn on the bedroom light.
Yeah, as long as
Oh
there's
my
enough wire,
God.
that would be good. Yeah, that was another one I was gonna say. All your outlet covers, mine. All your light switch covers, mine.
That would
Little annoyances.
suck.
Or flip their light switches so
Upside
it
down?
shows up, but it's really off.
Oh.
Like we have a couple of those in this house, and I really want to take them apart and do it, but I'm not gonna do it. But I really want to. That annoys the living shit out of me. I would open up every single bottle of water they have. Put the cat back on after,
That's evil.
but then they would think that they all been opened.
That is evil. They'd have to
Done.
get a whole new case of water.
I would do that every single time. I would just switch pictures in the house. Like I would just I would take the pictures out of picture frames and switch them with other places in the house.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll put like memes in a couple of them, see how long it takes them to finish.
I'd want to do something with shower stuff. Like I was thinking maybe you could replace the body wash with shampoo,
That'd be a good one. I have a good one for showers.
or
if you
shampoo
want.
with body wash.
You buy one of those like that hotels have, those shower heads. Like when we moved in here, remember they had the one that you try to save water with
Yes.
that restricts your water flow
Oh
and
my
makes
God.
the water pressure terrible. Switch their nice shower head with one of those.
Ugh.
Drive you fucking nuts.
Yeah, it would.
Because we had one moving in here. We were wondering why the pressure was so bad. We changed it out to the one we had from the apartment, and it was, now we have really good pressure.
Yeah.
But yeah, before they had one of those restricting ones, trying to like save water.
Can I
Drove
side
me
note
nuts.
again and just tell you that I want to get one of the rain shower heads, and I wondered if you wanted it also?
So what I've always wanted was one of those, but I want one like we have now too. Though,
With
like,
the two.
I want to, if we're gonna do it, I want to like repipe in the bathroom and put it like in the middle of like the ceiling, right in the middle of the shower, so it comes down, or like closer to like where the water would hit you, but coming from the roof. But you also have the one coming off the wall at you,
Okay.
like normal.
The one I have in my Amazon cart comes all the way up and over. So
Yeah, so something like that. But then you also need the spray
Yes.
handle one.
I'll find one like that, and then I can.
Because have you
the
ever
bullet.
been in one of those waterfall showers before?
I think once we were at a nice hotel that had one, but I don't know where or when.
That's when Boston. It was the very first time I've ever had one in a hotel, and they're nice, but
Was
like
I there?
probably.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was only a couple of years ago, I think. So you must.
Then
have
it must
been.
have been when we stayed at
Yeah,
that
so
hotel.
it must have been the same one we're both thinking of, but they're not as good as you think.
Why?
Because you got to think the pressure's not there. It's a waterfall, so it's just water falling on you. You don't have actual like pressure there. It's meant to make it feel like it's pretty much raining on you.
Oh, but I want pressure, so.
That's what I'm saying. You got to get one of those for the relaxation, but then you also need the one that you could pull off the wall, like a normal one that has the pressure behind it. At least the ones I've seen, like even seeing videos of them, you could tell that pressure is just not there on those.
You're
But
right.
'cause
I
it's
guess
not
that's
meant
the
to be.
point. It's
Yeah.
meant to be relaxing.
Yeah, it's meant to be like you're caught out in the rain, like warm rain. Like it's nice, it's relaxing. But that's why everyone I always see has that sticking out, and then it has the pressure one, and you use both of them at the same time. I mean, the water bill will double.
God, that
But-
sounds so nice.
No, I'm all about one of those.
There's one in my Amazon cart.
I always wanted one too, like in a forever home. If I ever built a forever home, I would do a big bath. Like I don't care about a bathtub, but like I
I
want a
do.
big shower. I want one of the ones where they have the jets at like all the way around you, so you're just getting hit at all points.
I don't want that.
Why?
See, I want like a really nice glass stone stand-up shower, and then I would want a separate bathtub. That way, if you want to shower,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can shower, and I can take a bath in a nice standalone bathtub. Plus, it just looks super classy.
And I don't like having to step in and out of a bathtub. I don't like how slippery porcelain bathtubs get when you're in them. Like you said, I like the stone. I like it flat.
Yeah.
Things like that. I also want a seat in there. I think those are just convenient.
Why?
Like Gloria and Jim's house, they have the seat in there.
I haven't.
You don't need it, but it's just convenient. You can put
It'd be good
stuff
for
on
shaving.
it. You can put stuff on it. It's good for shaving. When I'm really in a lot of pain or something, I hurt myself, I can get in there and I can sit down for a minute. Like when my ankle's really, really hurting on those days.
Are you
I-
like 90
I need
years
a break,
old?
pretty much. Be like, hey, I need a break real quick. Let me
Do you
sit
want
down.
the shower stool thing like my grandpa has?
No, but I want a stone shower with one of those. Also, shower beers, incredible. I could bring shower beers in, sit down for a couple minutes, lounge out, drink a couple beers, water hit me in the chest. It'll be awesome. After a long day of work, it's awesome. There's been times before when I'm really dead from like a hard day of work or something, and I've sat in the fucking tub and just let the water hit me in the chest. You've never done that?
I do that all the time.
Yeah, like when you're just fucking
It's not weird for me though.
Yeah, so that would be really nice if you had that little seat there where you can just like, all right, I'm fucking dead. I need a minute. This feels good. Like it's almost like you're making your own, like homemade sauna. You know what I mean? Like I just need a minute.
I can feel you there. Or like when I'm really hungover, that's my favorite thing to do. I go and sit in the shower for just
you just
an
let
hour.
the water hit you and relax.
Just sit there. So you know what? I get you there.
Yeah, something
Totally
like that.
do.
Or it's just a good place to put stuff down.
Yeah.
You know, I could bring a speaker in there because usually the water's not really hitting that unless you make it hit you. You could put a speaker back in there and things like that. I could have a whole 6-pack of shower beers if I wanted to.
You
It'd be
don't
perfect.
need that many beers in the shower.
If I have nothing going on and the waters feel nice, I'm in there. That's like Brewdog. They have, if you go to the Brewdog Hotel, which I want to go to one day, that's on my bucket list, in Ohio. I'm pretty sure it's Ohio, I think. But yeah, every single room you go into has a mini fridge built into the shower or right outside the shower for shower beers.
It's crazy.
So if it's outside of the shower, you can still reach it from the shower. And it's just for shower beers. It's stocked with all of their beers and the shower beers.
Someday.
It's incredible. Like, if I ever went to build a forever home, you were fucking right on putting it. Just a little one, like that little wine fridge we have. That's all you need. You just need something to hold like an 18-pack. You throw an 18-pack in there, that's all you need. 18 to 30 beers. You have them in there as your shower beers all the time. Right outside the shower where you can still reach it, but the humidity is not hitting it as bad. Shower beers.
Okay.
If I'm building a house, I'm living in luxury. Like, I'm getting what I want.
Okay, then I'm getting the things that I want.
You can have the tub. That's fine. And if we're building a house and putting a separate tub, it's going to be a big fucking tub. Because if I ever wanted to get into it, I want to be able to fit into it. So it's going to have to be an oversized
tub.
Like a jacuzzi tub almost is what it would have to be.
It would be a Howard Taft situation.
Yeah. What?
William Howard Taft?
I have no idea what you're talking
He gets
about.
stuck in a bathtub. The president.
Yeah, I know who he is. I just didn't know he got stuck in a bathtub.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was him. That's like what he's known for, is getting stuck in a bathtub.
I figured he would have been known for being the president, but I don't know.
He's the only president to get stuck in a bathtub.
That we know of.
Okay.
I mean, you think some of them old dudes haven't needed help out of the bathtub sometimes?
No, he was so fat he got stuck.
I was going to say, he was a big boy, wasn't he? He had a big old beer belly on him.
All right, back to sabotaging people.
Okay, what else would you do? I'm taking your tablecloth.
That's annoying.
Yeah, I'm doing stuff to annoy you. That's a whole part of it.
I would. What would
I'm unplugging your Wi-Fi.
I'm trying to. Oh God, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Resetting it.
Change the password.
Resetting what? Oh my God, resetting all the clocks.
Yeah, change it.
Oh, annoying.
That would be pretty good. That'd be a
Or
really good one, actually.
resetting the alarm clock
That's what I'm saying.
for
Resetting
like
all
1
the
or 2
clocks.
in the morning. They'll
Yep.
never notice.
Or you just set the clocks back in the middle of the night so they wake up and they think they're super late to work. You see them rush.
That's super funny.
Yeah. I'm taking all the belts. How are you going to go to work if your pants don't stay up?
I don't wear a belt, but I'm sure for the men.
I'm saying for the people that
Some
wear
women
belts.
wear belts.
I would break one heel off each set of heels.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
crazy.
annoy you pretty good.
That would tick me off. That would send me
you'd
over
lose
the
your mind.
edge with the coffee. Heels are expensive.
Yeah, I know they are, but I'm here to annoy you. But you never thought about this before? Like stuff you would do just to really piss people off? Oh, I do it all the time.
You want
Because
to
I
something
just
I've
daydream.
thought about though that's dark?
What?
Like, what would you do to torture someone physically?
I don't know if we should speak about this on the podcast. I feel like this could get us in some legal trouble
No,
here.
okay. I just wanted to tell you one because I was telling you about the nails the
Rip
other
the
day.
fingernails out.
Okay, yeah, but when he had that little drill and he was taking off my cuticles, I was like, this would really hurt. Like if someone just like like
Yeah.
just
No.
kept going and going and going, that sucker hurts.
Oh, I got a lot of stuff in my head. This might sound really bad.
Just say one to not make yourself sound like a
This is
murderer.
gonna sound really bad though, but I've thought about this heavily. I think about it all the time. On
You're making
new
it
ways
worse.
of me torturing people. Because like, I only do it like when something happens to me, and I'm like, fuck, that really hurt. You're like, that'd be a fucking good thing to torture somebody with. Like paper cuts in between all your fingers. First thing I would do.
Oh yeah, that's a bad one.
And then I'd bring over a bowl or something filled with
Salt.
salty water.
Lemon
Or
water.
vinegar or anything like that,
Yeah.
and I'd make you put your hands in there until you couldn't anymore.
Alcohol.
Yeah. So little things like that. Because do you remember when I slit in between my ring finger and my pinky finger wide the fuck open back in the day?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember that?
You cut yourself so much.
So I was washing dishes, and this was before we had that cup sponge thing.
Yes, I remember.
And there was a little tiny cut on the rim of this glass that I didn't notice right away. Because it wasn't big, so like you had to be looking out for it. But my fat hands, I only get 3 fingers in there with the sponge to go around. So my in between my ring finger and my pinky finger would rest on the rim of the glasses. Not anymore. But I went around and that sucker cut me all the way in there.
Yeah, that's a bad
It was like
spot.
a half-inch deep. We had to run to the fire. I was like, run me to Lowe's. You're like, why? I'm like, I'm getting fucking super glue and shit to super glue this together. And we had to, but because it would not stop running. But yeah, ever since then, I'm like, that's a perfect way to torture somebody. It's not going to kill you, but fuck, does it hurt? And it just doesn't stop bleeding unless you do something to it. What would you do to torture somebody?
I'm not gonna say anymore.
You haven't said one yet. You said the
I feel like
cuticle
we're going
thing.
down a dark path here.
We're not psychos, but I think about it.
As you were describing that one, all I was thinking of, I thought of another one. So I was like, man, that's a psycho one.
Well, you can't say I thought of it now and not tell the
Okay,
people.
so I was looking at your.
This is
Well, I was looking at your eyes, and I was like, and you were bringing up the paper cuts, and I was thinking, how terrible would it be to paper cut someone on their corneas?
I thought mine was bad. You are a psycho. Good thing neither of us are like killers, because this would absolutely this is going to put us on a watch list to begin with if somebody hears this. But
We'd be really good in the hostile movies, though.
yeah, you know what I would also do? Talking about eyes, pluck every one of your eyelashes out.
Ow.
You know how fucking bad that would hurt? That'd be torture.
You're staring at me creepily.
I am.
Now we're looking at each other thinking about how we would hurt each other.
Yeah, I looked at you. I'm like, I could fucking pluck those out. Next time you made me mad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't think we should talk about this anymore.
I don't think we should. We're done with this. We'll talk about this offline.
Oh, yeah, because I can tell you all of my things. But then you might look at me weird.
I want to know him now.
I have a lot of stuff.
I'm in deep
I don't
now.
even have enough that I could do. Like, that I could think of right now. Like, I know there's just hundreds of them.
Oh, my God.
You don't think about it?
Stop
though?
talking.
Okay.
You're freaking people
But
out.
it's also my fault, too, though, because I watch a lot of stuff about, like, serial killers and stuff. And, like, all them conspiracies and, like, about serial killers and stuff. So, like, it's always on my mind.
I feel like that's so weird, though, because you don't really, like, you're not really a horror movie person.
I don't. All right, so this is the thing. Horror movies, you have to be in spooky season to watch horror movies. You got to be anywhere from like September to November for them, because they're all usually based for Halloween or around Halloween time.
No, they're not.
Well, in the fall time, they're all fall. There's not a horror movie that took place in the middle of winter or in the middle of summer. It's always in the fall.
I know what you did last summer.
Okay, there's the one exception. But other than that, they're all in the fall, and then it's Halloween. Horror movies are for Halloween. I don't care what anybody says.
Scream, I'm pretty sure was.
But the fall, at least a couple of them are in the fall. It's just cooler weather. But no, like I like watching documentaries on anything, but especially like killers, because it's just very interesting to learn about those kind of things, because it goes into the thinking like you don't know if you've met one or not yet. You know, and I read this thing.
You don't know who is one, or your neighbor could be one.
Statistically, I think you meet either 2 or 3 in your lifetime and don't know it.
Yeah, that
serial
is
killers in
scary.
your lifetime and you don't even know it. So that stuff just really interests me on like how people one can be able to do those things, but then also how do you pull it off being a serial killer? Like, they're fucking geniuses.
I think it's super interesting. I like learning about it too. It just can get, those are different than a horror movie because
It's real life.
it's real. Like, this really happened to somebody.
But that's what I like about those. Like, horror movies are so unrealistic half the time. Like, you have your gems that are really good, but then some of them, you gotta admit, are just bad. Like, horror movies, you know? But, like, if I'm watching, if I want to watch something that's not around Halloween time about something scary, I want to watch something real. I want to watch a documentary about something that happened.
I think around Halloween, we should do a podcast on horror movies. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
We could do a whole little side segment on that. Whole different, like a side podcast.
We're going to do it.
Review a Halloween movie every week.
We're going to do that.
Not for our main podcast, but we can put it out as another episode.
Okay.
All right, remember, you better write that down. So
I'll write it down on my phone.
Yep, we already have the list of the things we need to do. All right, I think we need to stop talking about things we do to people. Torturing people, basically. That's something that, should stay away from this podcast. But I could really speak about it forever.
Yeah, so stop talking about it.
Okay, I will. Something, though, that I do want to bring up, as people can see, I'm drinking the Labatt Blue Light here. And I went to the grocery store today. I wanted to get some meatballs and stuff for dinner. And I was like, I'm running out of beer. Let me pick up some beer. Do you know how sore my shoulders were carrying that beer across the store today?
I bet.
Because what was it called? Ring Fit Adventure.
Yep.
For the Switch.
Yep.
So it's basically a workout game. They give you this. It's a circle, has 2 hand pads on it, and you put one of them little Joy-Cons on it. Mm-hmm. And it's like a resistance band almost. So it has resistance in and out. And it's a workout thing, and fuck me, did it kill me last night when we did it. I was so goddamn sore.
Well, you felt the need to go over 200.
No, but this is the thing. So we were doing
or
it.
Or to double mine, whatever you did.
You would take it, you would push in, hold until they would tell you to stop, let go, push in, hold. And there was like this little countdown thing. So the longer you took to do one of them, the less time you had. But if you just kept going, you had full time until you just, it literally was there to kill your muscles, to bring you to muscle failure. But that was the thing. Like, yeah, I wanted to do, we were being competitive. Each game we did, we were competing against each other. But then at that point, I just kept going because I wasn't to the point yet of like, okay, I'm done. And we were putting into each one of our profiles to like see our growth on things. And I was like, I'm going to actually do what I'm supposed to do on this. You're supposed to go until you can't anymore. So that's what I did.
But
I could have kept going, but I was like, I'll stop at 200.
Yeah, but the whole point of us setting it up last night was, number one, because it was hilarious.
It was funny.
And number two, we wanted to keep going. And after that, you didn't do another game.
But we were also
you couldn't do anything
else. We were
else.
also an hour into playing it at that point. 45 to an hour. Like, I was already like, I'm pretty done. And I was fucking, I smoked before that, like, a lot. Like, I was not in the mindset of working out. Like, it was fun at first.
You seemed like you were in the mindset
of working out. It was. I was
out.
having good at first, and then when I actually started getting tired, I was like, I'm too stoned for this. Like, I need a break. I went and got a fucking ding-dong and sat on the couch and watched you play. I was like, I need a fucking break.
Yeah,
dude.
you were sitting on the couch eating your little Debbie as I was working out.
But it might get me into working out.
That game is actually really fun. And as you said, I was sweating.
Yeah,
I was actually sweating.
Yeah, anybody that has a fucking Switch needs to buy it if you want to work out. Because we were both sweating. It was just ridiculous.
I did not expect that from pulling and pushing on that little wheel.
Well, and the leg ones, I had to do the one where you put the thing in between your legs and you do the leg crunch things. It was fucking intense. Yep. It was fun. It might get me into working out.
I might get up in the morning and start my adventure. Because you can do mini games, you can do just workouts that they give you, or you can do like a full fit adventure where you save like the world basically.
And you can customize your own workouts. So you could pick exactly what of those, like they were called, not mini games, sets is what they call them. So you can pick whatever sets you like or mini games and create your own workout. Yep. And you can create multiple ones. So like if I want shoulders and whatever this day, you do a bunch of those games and whatever.
Yeah.
This is pretty fun. I'm assuming that's what that adventure is basically going to be.
Yeah, all those things.
And then you do the adventure, figure out what you don't like doing, what you like doing, and then you can just create your own routine and rhythm.
So I might get up and have my coffee, do all that, and then maybe do some Ring Fit Adventure in the morning.
Yeah. I mean,
think
it's
it would
fun.
be fun.
It's
yeah.
fun. And you have to like jog in place and stuff, which is just not fun.
It's not.
I just don't like jogging in place, one. And two, like, especially in the house, like, you're fucking rattling the walls and shit. You're making a ton of noise.
Well, and you don't have your shoes on.
Well, last night we were doing it just to see how it was and, like, joke around and compete with each other. Like, if you're being serious, you put your shoes on and stuff
You
like
think?
that. Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
For sure, because you're legitimately working out.
Yeah, I guess.
Just because there's a video game that's making you work out, it's not like you're actually not doing it. It's like, we were just joking around last night, having fun, competing with each other. But, like, if you're actually going to do it, yeah, you put your shoes on and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was super fun. And I was in the grocery store today. I was like, God damn, I'm a bitch. It was just an 18-pack, too. And because I was walking up, I grabbed the 18-pack, grabbed the meatballs and stuff. Well, I grabbed the meatballs, grabbed the 18-pack, started to go up to the front. I was like, you know what sounds really good? Some fucking Italian bread that I could put some butter on with the pasta and meatballs. Who doesn't eat bread?
You had pasta and meatballs.
Yeah, you sabotage yourself for 6 weeks. But that's what I did, and I was like, I got to go get some bread, which is all the way the fuck on the other side of the store, as far as you could be. By the time we came back, I was like, wow, I am burning in the shoulders. So I used my left arm to get it all the way up there, and I had to go the right arm to the car. I was like, it's just too much. But I didn't wake up sore at all. Surprisingly, we would have thought I would have. I didn't wake up sore at all until even just lifting 18-pack was like, whoa. So I didn't wake up in pain, but as soon as I had to use my shoulders
muscles.
is when I was like, holy shit.
Hopefully it's gone by work tomorrow. You're not going to be lifting no pipe or nothing.
That's fine, though. You remember back in the day when we would actually go to the gym and I would kill myself. I'd still go to work the next day. It sucked. But
Are you supposed to bring yourself to muscle failure like that all the time?
I do. It's 100 or nothing.
I know you do.
100 or
Weird.
nothing. No. Because I'm pretty sure I've said this on the podcast. I've said this at least to you a bunch of times. If I'm working out, I'm going to fully do it. Like, I'm not going to half commit to it. Like, if I'm getting in there and I'm working out, I'm fucking balls to the wall 100%.
It's still committing to it, though. It's just saving some energy for the next day.
No, fuck that. If I'm working out, I'm here to win it. I want the championship, basically. I want to go 100% and do whatever I can. Like, I push myself to the limits. Probably another reason why I don't work out much. But I'm not going to sit there and just like, oh, I'm not really into it today. Go half at it. It's either I'm fucking committed or I'm not doing it. It's one of the two. That's probably why, though, I don't get into the rhythm. But
Yeah, because your muscles only work for the one day that you're working out, and then you can't work out the next day because you're too sore.
yeah, pretty much. No, I just have to find the happy medium in it. Like, because there's a point, like, especially like, let's take your Peloton stuff. I don't know, like, well, like anything other than the bike stuff for the Peloton, but like, let's say you got to the end of it and you're not fully, like, you do exactly what they wanted you to do, but you're not fully satisfied by the end of it. Like, that would make me not want to work out anymore. So I push myself to the point where, like, all right, I'm going to be satisfied if I'm done.
So in that situation, I would just do another video until I was tired,
See, but that's what annoys me.
but
Like,
not failure.
That's the thing. If I'm dedicating 30 to 60 minutes on working out, I don't want to have to make my workout longer now to feel what I wanted to feel from the beginning. So I just go super hard the whole time until, like, but this is the thing too. You always feel like you can do way more when you quit that day. And then still you're sore. You can barely move your arms the next day because you got all that adrenaline. So I still quit before. Like, I don't ever bring myself to a true muscle failure. But then I'm still really sore the next day. But if I'm going to do it, like you just said, I would never do a video and then say I'm doing a video again. Like, I would have just, in that video, I would do more than those people to make it worth my while.
I guess I always anticipate doing more than one. So, like, I don't ever go up to ride the bike and then say, okay, I'm just riding the bike and I'm done. Unless, let's say you and I have plans, we're going somewhere and I just want to get in a quick 30 minutes.
Quick.
Okay. Otherwise, I tell myself, okay, you're going to do the bike, abs, 10-minute light weights, arms.
No, yeah, I get that. I'm not just saying.
So I plan to do more.
I'm not saying the one video thing, but the example you said is if you watched one video and didn't feel satisfied from that video, you would watch another of the same thing. I wouldn't do that. So, like, if I was going to ride the bike and then I would do arms, like, I understand doing more than one video, but I would never do more than one video of the same thing. Like, I wouldn't do arms and then feel like I didn't get satisfied enough and do arms again in a video.
Okay.
I would make sure that one video is worth my while. If I'm here committing my time to it, that's the only time I got, and I'm going to make it what I got. Like, when we go to the gym, I was like, we're going to be here for about an hour. I have an hour to satisfy myself to get where I need to be. And that's why I would always kill myself.
Do you feel like on days when you and I would go together, it would motivate you more or less?
Less, because I don't like going to the gym with people.
Because when you're done, you want to leave?
Yeah. So if I'm done before you and I really, really killed myself, and not saying you're taking your time, but you're doing more of one, like, let's say you're walking on the treadmill for longer and you still want to do weights, but I fucking, my routine that day was just to kill myself, get in and get out, then I got to wait for you. And I don't like that. It's not that I can't, but back in the day, like in the Army, lifting weights and stuff with people when we go to the gym, I don't mind doing that because you're done when I'm done. We're doing the same thing.
So why don't you just have me and you doing weights together?
Well, that's the thing. That's how we started. I would always do a half hour of like the bike or something and then go do weights. But then you would always do longer than a half hour on the treadmill and then want to go do weights.
I never did weights at the gym. Well, I did the machines.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
I
about.
always
just
wanted
lifting.
to do the regular weights at the gym.
Yeah.
Like the free weights.
But I just like to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Like, let's say I get burnt out quick that day. I had a rough day at work. I was already really sore from work. Next thing you know, I only want to do a half hour because I'm already to the point where I can't do anymore. Now I got to wait another half hour for you or whoever I went with. I feel like I get more motivation when it's just me because I can be like, all right, it doesn't matter how long I'm here as long as I get to where I need to go.
Yeah, true.
So the quicker I get to where I need to go, quicker I get to go home. Like, that's my mentality with any working out. Like, if I was doing the bike and, like, let's say I wanted to do a class, which I never do, or I wanted to, like, do 3 miles on the bike. Whatever came first is what it is. If I hit 3 miles before the class is over, I would end the class. Because I'm satisfied. That's exactly what I wanted to do that day. So that's the thing. If I got to my goal 10 minutes early, good for me. I busted my ass to get to my goal 10 minutes early.
Okay.
Like, I'm still doing the same amount. Like, if that class is like, we're going to ride 3 miles today, but I get it done 10 minutes early because I was going, like, I'm not going to sit there and do the rest of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd finish.
See, I wouldn't. Like, I did what I needed to do. I came and then did what I needed to. Like, I'm not going to just sit here for no reason. That's like going to the gym with people.
Go a little extra, I guess you could, but to each their own.
Yeah, it's just not my thing. But that game is super fun.
Yeah.
I'll play it again.
I recommend. I know. I'm excited to play again.
I think I'll be more wanting to do it during the week, honestly. As long as I get home at a decent time. That's my big thing with working out, is I'm not on a set schedule like you are. Like, you know when you're starting work and when you're getting done with work. I'm not. I'm 60 to 70 hours a week, and it's all different on days. Like, some days I could have an 8-hour day, but I can also have a 14, 16-hour day the next day. Like, I don't know. So a lot of it's coming home and getting the motivation to work out after 12, 14 hours is just impossible to do.
I would hate that schedule. I was just talking to this about someone at work the other day because, I mean, technically, I'm salary, so my position is salary, and everyone in my department, with the exception of 2 people who are our assistants. So yes, our hours are 8:30 to 5.
Yeah.
But it's more, you need to get your work done. So if you're behind, you need to come in earlier, you need to stay late. And I'm all about that, getting your work done and everything, but there are
It's also bullshit.
quite a few people that work 60, 70 hours a week. They'll be on the computer until 11 o'clock at night.
Nope, not doing it.
Going through their emails. And my follow-up question was like, please tell me you're taking a lunch. She was like, huh? And you know how often I hear that? They don't take lunch and they're working until 11 o'clock at night?
That's why I could
Like,
never,
what?
in my entire life, be a salary person, ever. Because if I was salary, I'm doing my 40. I don't care if I get done or not. You're paying me for 40 hours. And that's the thing. Legally, they can't make you work any more than your 40 hours, whether you need work or not.
Nobody makes anybody do anything.
But that's the thing. I just want to do it.
That's
You're going to pay me more if you want me to work more.
That's
so.
their work mindset. I'm the same. Like, let's say I had a really important project that I needed to complete. Okay, then yeah, I always get into work early anyways. I'm always at minimum at work half an hour early, always. So at least with the office. Now I'll admit I log on at like 8:20 right before
That
it's time to
happens.
start work. But I need my break time. I take my
Yeah.
lunch every single day. I am off the computer at 5 o'clock because I'm home. That is my home time. That's my time for my pets, for my boyfriend, for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. No job is worth that to me. I don't care if they were paying me $100,000 a year.
But that's the thing. That's why I could never do salary. Like I get mad if I have less than 50 hours a week, just because that's where I like my paychecks to at least be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can obviously afford living off of 40 hours a week, but I like my paycheck better at 50 or plus. You know what I mean? So I get mad if I don't have that. But I would never in my life work 60 hours a week on salary. There's no way, because it just shouldn't
insane.
be. Like I have a very good work ethic with things. Like I like to get my work. I make sure. Like you see some of the hours we work. Like we don't mind it. But I'm not going over and above for a company that's not willing to go over and above for me. If you're not paying me to work that time, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to give you free labor. I don't care who you are.
I mean, I think the expectation is
Simple.
we're going to reimburse you via bonus and via raise for all of the work that you do. But I feel like
You would get that at 40 hours too.
is anybody ever really that satisfied with it? It's terrible, but is anybody really that ever perfectly satisfied with their bonus and with their raise? No, we
The
all want
higher ups
more.
People, yeah, that's the thing. Like I would never.
We
in
all
my
want
life
more.
Be like I'm working 60 hours on a 40-hour pay. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you want me to do that and respect the company and work hard for the company, then you're going to respect me and you're going to compensate me accordingly. It's pretty simple.
That's it. That's just, it's too much. And that's their own doing. They
Which
choose
is
to do
stupid.
that.
Why? You're not getting anything out of it. All you're going to look is a pushover, and next thing they need somebody to work late to do this extra project, to do something that's going to cut into people's free time. You're going to be the first fucking person they look at because you've been doing it all year.
I'm not about it.
No, I'd be like, if you want me to get this stuff done, you need to pay me past my 40 hours.
Well,
It's impossible for me to get this project done in 40 hours this week.
Mm-hmm.
If you want it done, you're going to pay me for my extra time I put into it. If not, it's going to roll into next week.
I think a lot of that too
Simple.
has to be prioritizing. Like how, okay, if it's
Yeah, I don't
true that they really have 20 extra hours
How much are they actually
of
working?
work in a week. Yeah, like how is that possible that you have that much more work
don't.
than me? Because I couldn't work 20 more hours.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
But that's the thing is like they fuck off during the middle of the day. Their kids are at home. Their husband's now working from home. Or comes home on lunch. You fuck off a bunch of your hours. Now you're
Or
forced to work.
slow, yeah.
But even then,
Which everybody does. I mean,
Yeah.
shoot, you slack off one day and then you're like, oh God, I got to
let's
work
say-
extra hard tomorrow.
yeah, but let's say you really do have projects that take you more than 40 hours, push into the next week. Or
If
all
you
right, you're
can.
paying me.
Yeah.
Even if I can't.
Well, it's a little bit different for.
But not
It's
really.
not really
though.
for you either. You have time frames. Like if they
I
tell
have
you,
time. That's why I
if they
can
tell
work.
you you have to work on a Saturday because you have to
Yeah.
finish a job, like you kind of do.
Or the nights when I don't get home till 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm getting paid extra past those
Yeah,
eight
no, I
hours.
know.
And that's why I don't mind. It's just more money coming to me. I get mad anything over 70 hours just because Uncle Sam really fucks you. Like, I'm going to have a... Like, I've learned it. 65 to 70 hours is where I start losing money working.
Sucks.
You know, that's where... So I got to dial down. Anywhere from 50 to like 65, 70, I don't mind. But anything more than that, I start losing money being at work because of taxes. But yeah, that's, I mean, like you said, everybody's priorities. They might fuck off half the day and then, oh shit, I got to get it done now. I got to work all day. That's your fault. You're stupid. Have your priorities. Get it done. Like when I have a lot to do at work, because like every day we know pretty much a point where we need to get to know when we're going to be done by. Like we got to get to here today, here tomorrow, the next day, and then we'll be done by Thursday, and then finish up Friday. You know, 'cause you always want to get done a couple days early, so if anything goes wrong, or then you have your fuck off time that day. You bust your ass and you get it done a couple days earlier on that Friday. You could just take an early Friday, like we do sometimes. You bust your ass all week to get it done early. Take your fucking time off.
You have
You know?
flexing ability.
But Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how people do it. It must be them just fucking off.
I don't know. I mean,
Or they're just really slow. Some people are just Some people are really good at what they do, but they just really
yeah, they take
slow
their
at
time.
doing it.
That's true.
But
Which sucks, but it's like,
they're already used to it at that point. That's who they are. They're slow. Like,
yeah, they have to learn to work around it.
Gotta figure it out. Like when I get in, I'm like, this is what we gotta get done today. All right, I'm busting the hardest shit out first.
That's what I do.
Like, bam, the hardest shit we're gonna, as long as I can. Like, because in my job, sometimes you can't. Like, I can't sometimes run, like, the hard duct work before I run the piping or something. So they're all going to get in the way of each other. Like, you got to do it in an order. But, yeah, you get the hard shit done first, and then you get the long shit done after that. And then you finish your day off on the easier stuff.
Yeah,
if you can.
That's called swallowing the frog. That's how I approach my day as well. I do the thing that I'm dreading the most first. And then, and that almost like, I describe like it puts motivates you. It puts you on a high. You're like, I just accomplished this freaking terrible project. So you're like, whoa, I can do anything. The rest of your day is so easy breezy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Like sometimes, I mean, granted, shit goes wrong, and then next thing you know, what should have been easy was harder than a hard thing, and you're fucking pissed off and things of that nature. But yeah, that's why. But those people probably aren't those type of people. They probably take their time in the morning, get their slow shit done.
Yeah.
Like their easy stuff done, get it slow, and then by the end of the day, like, fuck, I didn't get this done, and now you have to work extra because you didn't have your priorities.
I don't know. I just feel bad for people that feel like they have to work that much. It's sad.
I feel bad for them if it's not their fault.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just working slow and you're on your phone half the day and you're fucking off, I don't give a shit. You gotta stay late. That's on you. You know what I mean? Get your shit done. That's why, like, if people complain at work, they're like, "Oh, why are we here so late?" I'm like, "You fucked half the day off. Like, oh, you didn't get really started till 9 o'clock, and you're mad. You got to be here at 6, 7 o'clock at night. You fucked the day off. Like, we get there early, we start early and try to end early, but that never happens. But if I started at like 5:36, like I usually do, and I don't get home till 6:37. If I didn't start till some of these people's bankers' fucking hours, I wouldn't be home till 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Or I just want to get the job done. So it's just people have different priorities in life. Is what I think it is.
What's today?
Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday. I was like, why are we talking about work? It's Saturday, but then
No, I don't even know why we're talking about work anymore. We should get off it anyways. I'm dreading this week.
Yeah. I totally forgot it was Sunday.
We got a short week at least, though, this week, which is nice. The both of us.
I only work 3 days.
I work 4, unfortunately.
Whoa.
But
How
we got
exciting.
a short
I
week at
forgot.
least, which is good. But I think that'll be a good place for us to take an end on this
Call it
podcast
quits.
today. Yep.
Yep.
So we'll be making that TikTok video so I can prove Lily wrong.
So Lily can prove Lance wrong like she has on like every single other bet on here.
Wrong. So as soon
I've
as
won every one on here.
You haven't. I guarantee it.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. But as soon as you guys are hearing this, that's the day we'll put the TikTok out.
All right.
We'll film it before so it's ready for whenever this podcast comes out. You can go look it up, Awfully Opposite on TikTok. Awfully Opposite on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Just search an Awfully Opposite to see the videos. If you're watching the videos, wherever you listen to podcasts, you can just search Awfully Opposite. It'll come right up, and follow us wherever you want. The website, I created a website. That will be out soon. I've never created a website before, so it's a big learning curve for me. So it's taking some time for that to come out, but eventually you guys will see the Awfully Opposite website. So just give me some time. I ain't the brightest with this computer stuff, so I'm trying to figure it out, but eventually. And then other than that, let us know if you want to hear us talk about anything or if you want to be on the podcast like we said last week. We already got some guests lining up, so we'll create a list and we'll make something happen. Other than that, I think we will see you guys next week.
Yeah, see you next week.